Hi, I am Srividya Bansal. I am the course coordinator for SCR 322 Database Systems. I am an associate professor in the software engineering program of SITSI. This course is a upper division primary focus area course, and it mainly focuses on different types of database systems. The primary focus being on relational data models. So given a data requirement for a specific problem, the ability to analyze that data and build a relational data model is what you will be learning. You'll also we'll go over the mathematical basis for the data model representation and then converting it into an actual relational database. We'll go over querying that database using structured query language, also known as SQL. We'll also go over Java database programming so that you are able to build an end-to-end application to basically access a database, query it for data, make updates to the database, and so on. In addition to this, we'll also look at other kinds of data models like the semi-structured hierarchical data models in the form of XML. So we'll go over that. We'll introduce NoSQL databases and graph data models, which are being used a lot these days. But the first half of the semester will mainly focus on relational data models, starting from design through implementation. So in terms of the major map and where this course fits in, you will typically take it in term 6 after you've done most of your programming language courses. So by the time you enter this course, the expectation is that you're proficient in Java programming and have a good working knowledge of object-oriented programming as well as data structures. The prerequisite for this course is SCR 222, which is analysis of data structures and algorithms. You should have a C or better in that course. So in terms of the curricular program design and how it maps to the program outcomes, so the software engineering program has about 8 outcomes, and out of those, this particular course focuses on problem solving, design, technical competence, and communication and professionalism outcomes. So these are the 4 curricular outcomes that it caters to. For problem solving, basically through this course, you will be able to analyze a given problem, more specifically from the data perspective, analyzing the nature of the data, what is to be stored, and what are the kind of relationships between the data so that we can find an effective way to store and query that data. So that's what we will be doing as a problem solving activity, and then model a solution for building the database, and that modeling will be done using entity relationship modeling concepts. For the design outcome, you will be designing a relational data model solution, again for a given problem specification, and these problems will be of about intermediate complexity, so that you would get a good sense of how this design is done. For the technical competence, basically you will be developing, populating, and querying a relational database, and you'll do that. You'll do the querying using a structured query language called SQL, and we will be using some of the popular databases, relational databases. One of them, it could be PostgreSQL or MySQL or Microsoft SQL Server, depending on the session in which you're doing it, but it'll be one of these popular relational databases. For the communication and professionalism outcome, basically you will be working in teams. So there will be a project, a team-based project. So you'll have to demonstrate working effectively on teams towards developing a database application. And also effective communication needs to be done through tools and collaboration. At the end, there's also going to be a technical presentation of the team's achievements. So you will be creating a presentation and that caters towards the communication and professionalism outcome. So that is kind of an overview of the course. You can feel free to contact me if you have questions. My email address is posted here. My office is in the Peralta Hall of the Polytechnic campus of ASU, and my phone number and website link are posted. And all of this information will also be available on the course shell, and for each session the office hours will also be posted on the course shell. Now, I hope you have a great semester with this course and enjoy learning all about database systems. Thank you.